Hello, folks. Welcome to another episode. I believe this is episode number 7. Lucky number 7. And you can see my bee yard is growing. And we have packages that are still in nuke boxes. And we have packages that have expanded. As you see going across here, these are growing, but not as fast as you see on the left side. And that one's growing, will be transferred into an 8 frame. And then a few more. So next week you'll see even more growth than right now, and the bees are flying very, very well because they're going after that nectar flow that is out there. So in some of the entrances you see a little bit of crowdedness, but then you see somewhere it's not really crowded. But all in all, they are coming along, but not as great as I thought, but great nonetheless, given what they went through. And if you see my episodes, sorry about that, my episodes from the playlist, you'll see episode 1 about the disaster, or episode 2 I should say, about the disaster, and so forth and so on. Yep. Here we go. That was me trying to deal with being a better videographer, also trying to be a person watching this dog as she's going around checking out my raspberry patches. Just going around trying to check out the different chipmunks that have been running around. So yes, the package bees are growing. Nuke's in the very rear, where you got that one right there. Green striped one got a nice 2 deeps, and then this one's got a nice 2 deeps as well. The other ones are coming along, but overall I can't say I'm unhappy about what I see. I can't say I'm very, very pleased, but they are growing. The Saskatraz are growing. And the back row are my overwintered nukes in that back row, which are growing a little bit. These two here in mediums, they're growing slow, and these are starting to grow better. But yes, welcome to Farmer James Vermont Mountainside Beekeeping, where I'm trying to do as best I can with my apiculture studies, as well as breeding bees in the Great White North. I'm trying to get bees for my breeding program. So right now I'm just buying a bunch of different queens. Specifically, I'm working with Saskatraz this year, and there hopefully will mix up with my Vermont mutt bees, which would be a great thing. And we'll see the outcome of them hopefully by next spring. But overall, what can I say, folks? Leave in your comments, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Let me know what you do in your neck of the woods. That's just what I'm doing in Vermont, Stockbridge, Vermont. Today's a cloudy day. Yesterday I wanted to show you guys what I was doing, but the weather wasn't showing me enough time to let you know what I was doing. So I did mostly feeding. I added different protein pollen with my raw honey blend. That's my new go-to at the moment. So I'm going to go with that. And I fed it to most of these colonies to get them a little bit of boost. And we're hoping that these colonies will grow and grow and grow. It is about 60 degrees today. Yesterday was a crazy thunderstorm, so I tried to work the hives, but the weather wasn't letting me do so. So I did best I could, and trying to keep them going. And that's what I'm going to keep trying to do. So let me know what you think. Let me know what your suggestions could be for me. Most of these colonies here will be going into 8 frame boxes next week, and that would be a great thing, as I'm hoping that this will encourage the bees to grow a little bit more. Transferred these last week, the slow 4, and that one there needs to get into a box, and I'm sorry I didn't get that going, but the weather wasn't helping. So here I am trying to juggle between the weather as well as juggle with the bees to see if we can meet the demand on their growth, but I'm going to have to feed because some of these colonies are telling me they're hungry. They've gone through fondant that I dropped in about over a week ago. So yeah, I think I need to add a little bit more fondant to help them going. But everything is coming along, everything is growing. As you see in the background, I have a lot of different things for the pollinators, and I've done some different things. Yep, that's the damage from the weather we had the other day, last night actually. And my new raspberry bed filled with maple oak leaves. That's what I like to do for my plants, and it gives them a nice little boost. But these saskatraz are building up. They're building up well. I did lose some packages. And this back row here, I think I lost one or two. And then over there, in that third row, I think I lost maybe one. That bluer. But overall, out of those packages, I think I got enough to where I might do some splits. I did have one over there that had a queen cell that opened. So we'll see what's going on in that virgin queen if she made it. But overall, I'm just giving you a little synopsis, a real quick view about what I'm doing, what I'm hoping to be doing. And in my next video, we'll go together in these inspections to see what's going on. But the hives are growing. Everything is growing right now, which is good. So hive activity, it's early in the morning, and as you can see, the bees are ready to go as they do their foraging, letting me know there's a lot out there, but again, not enough to get them growing exponentially, but get them growing overall and sustaining them. Yeah, it's about 8:30 in the morning and bees are active, and that's letting me know that there is something out there that they are resourcing, which is great, which I like to see, just because I just want to make sure they got what nutrients they need to deal with all the different elements that are coming their way. On the 8-frame boxes, I will be dropping some Naroa bags on them starting tomorrow. So they'll be getting that Naroa mite treatment. And also the hives in the back row here will be getting a Noah. So that stack there are all of what were the package bees that I transferred into 8 frames. And we're going to continue doing that as colonies grow. And if they're not growing at all because of a queen that is not laying well, then we will have to figure that one out. Alright, but overall, I am not displeased, but I'm not very happy, but we are making do. But yes, I appreciate you folks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Again, how's it going, folks? Farmer James, Vermont Mountainside Beekeeping. Like, subscribe, let me know what you think. I'm just trying to do what I do in the Green Mountains of Vermont.